Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down inside the 10, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to roam now. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. And that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Hurts. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Raiders 14, Chargers 7.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flushed out right.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And this is caught.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Raiders 21, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mental.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Smith catches left side. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action, they'll throw. He'll bite, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
They go play action with Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Succo. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back to throw here.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll look to throw. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
Succop's kick is good.
And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And here comes a return from the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go, Scott. 50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats, 79 Broncos. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point put through by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better... And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The throw over the middle taken in. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. To return is Taylor. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Elijah Moore
from 13 yards out.
And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They go play action here on 1st down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
But 1st down, Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they
they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
They're definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. On play action, they'll throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. They've got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. He's past the 30, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll find more on the comeback route. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled
threw the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play action with Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up and ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Right back to him on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Hurts. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Hurts will throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball,